Hi guys, I'm back with another video. This is a highly requested video, me doing my makeup. Everybody want to know how I do my makeup, but today it's gonna be like how I do my makeup plus a story time. So you're gonna get like a 2-for-1 special. 2-for-1 special. I'm just excited because I never do my makeup for nobody. But I'm going to start off with, like, I already cleaned my face off and everything. So that's, key. Start off with a clean, fresh face. Of course, I use my mask. Get into it. I use this along with, like, Cetaphil. I don't know how to really say it, but Cetaphil, whatever how you say it. I use that with the acne foaming wash. After I rinse this off, as you can see, got a breakout, but it'll be gone. I'm gonna make sure I drop videos so you guys can see, like, it's gonna be gone in like a couple days, like a week or two. It's gonna be gone. But story time. Let's get into this story time. What can I? But okay, so let's get into this video, y'all. So really, I don't even know, like, okay. So sorry, I had a quick phone call. Had to listen. But anyways, I had a phone call. To accept that phone call. Oh, I forgot one thing. I'll be right back. And I'm back. And I'm back. Okay. So, as I was saying, guys, life. But we're going to be doing a story time. Whatever. Putting on primer first. And honestly, y'all, I won't even lie to y'all. This probably be like a boring video. I don't know why I look like this. I don't look like myself. Let's get into this video for real, because I'm playing around. Anyways, we finna put the primer on. We gotta start with that. Of course. Best primer to use, I think, would be either the Urban Decay primer. I have this Never Touch Up by Revlon. That's what I'm using today, because I don't have any other, primer with me. And then, of course, can't forget about Baby Skin. Baby Skin is the best primer ever. First primer I ever used. Always gonna use that forever and ever. So pretty much I'm finna try to do this makeup tutorial and tell y'all this story time in one, so bear with your girl. So where should I start? Should I start with the story time? Okay, makeup. I'm starting with makeup. So I'm using CoverGirl's Truly Uncovered Concealer. Boom. One of the best concealers ever. Even though I'm going to be using Fenty, I do have Fenty concealer, but honestly, I just love the way this blends on my skin. Just love the way it looks. It pairs, Just because you're using Fenty foundation does not mean you have to use Fenty concealer. Just because you're using Fenty concealer does not mean you have to use Fenty, foundation, because it's plenty of foundations out here that work. And I'll tell you guys some good ones you can get from like the beauty supply, Walgreens. But yeah, so let's get into it. So, and I'm trying to do both, y'all, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do both. I honestly don't, but we finna try. So I start off with my concealer. I really start off putting my concealer and my like my contour on under my foundation, because that's just what works for me. Everybody don't do their makeup the same. Don't expect it. Don't expect it. So yeah, I'm really just gonna really go like that. I don't even really want to, I never really conceal like my whole under eye, for the simple fact of I want to lift mine. I don't want my bags to show or whatever. So yeah, a little goes a long way. You see, I only put my brush in one time so far. A little definitely goes a long way. First job, I was working at Culver's, y'all. Culver's. And I was working at Culver's on 35th, you know. I'm using Real Technique foundation brush. This one is like their older one. This one is like more of like a fluffier, you know, out there. I use this one mostly for, you know, patting my concealer in and stuff. This one I use to blend my foundation in with everything. But I was working at Culver's at on 35th King Drive. That was my first job, of course. And let me tell y'all, honestly, it was the worst place I ever worked at. Like, so unorganized, like from start to beginning, from employees, from the owner to the employees, it was just unorganized. And I don't even want to talk bad about people, but it just is what it is. What it is, like, honestly. That job, it wasn't even like really like a hard job or anything. Like, you know, it really wasn't. Like, it was just the people there. Like, I don't know how much I can say this. Like, females, I don't know why, like, you come to a workplace and they get jealous, like, of another female. Not even jealous, but they just don't like that it's another female around. Like, y'all definitely, but females definitely be jealous, like, when, you know, when it's another female in the workplace, and don't let her be, you know, cute or something like that. But this whole thing was like, I really feel like it started from like us getting our checks and everything. Like, they used to be in there asking me like, how much was your check and stuff like that. Like, maybe if you come to work and do your job, you know, you'll get the hours, you'll get the money, you know, you'll get the hours for the money, you know. Like, that was their problem. None of them females, not one female that worked at Culver's really wanted to like work for their money. Like, they was just there to be like, oh, I work at Culver's on 35th. You know, niggas come up there and stuff like that. Like, that's all they wanted, to be seen. But, you know, that's not really how I got fired. I got fired because this the reason why I would never ever talk to nobody from a workplace, because like, it's just like a whole messy, nasty situation. Like, when people like downplay the situation so much and make it seem like, oh, it's not because of him and all this, and you know exactly what the problem was. I don't even, it's been so long, like, I don't even remember her name, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna give her a fake name. I'm gonna name her like K. So this girl, her name was K, and I came out for my shift. Like, any other time she was cool, like, you know, but ever since I started talking to this dude that worked there, it was just like, she was just like giving me like, I don't like you vibes, like, you know. Like, really, everybody was, but they're not gonna admit it. So, one day on my shift, I was just basically, I think I was like coming back off break or something, and I was like you had to like walk past like the ice cream machine and stuff to basically like get back to the back where I work. So I think she had like said like a smart look, like a smart comment or whatever. And I feel like before that day, I had said something to either him or like one of her friends. I think her friend named something like that. But I had said something. I said something. I said something to somebody about how she was acting towards me, and whatever the case may be, that was not the case. Like she didn't have a problem. But this day it was just like a whole bunch of weird, wishy-washy stuff. Like it was just weird. So, eventually, me being me, whatever she said, I responded back to her. I honestly don't remember because it was so long, but she said something back to me, and then her friend tried to come defend her. Like, first of all, what y'all not about to do is make this a 2 against 2 over no nigga, because I already been peeped the problem out, Boom. But yeah, now I'm gonna take these two. This is really my summer color. This is like my winter color. I'm gonna blend them because neither one of these shades right now. But yeah, pretty much keep forgetting where I'm in this story. It's like I feel like I'm telling a pointless story though, because this shit don't even matter. I just want to give y'all story time though. But long story short, I'm finna just sum it up, because we got into it one day. Like, even though she denied that she had a problem with me, like, over this nigga, we got into it one day on our shift, and her friend tried to defend her or whatever, and it became like this whole big old argument. So they basically like told me like, you finna go home anyway. You clock out. So I said, okay, that's cool. Like, if I'm finna go home, I might as well clock out. Like, clock out right now. So I already knew, like, when I'm about to fight or argue or something like that, I get this feeling. Like, I get the feeling. I know when something about to happen to me. So pretty much, while I'm on the phone with my grandfather, this girl, the girl that I was arguing with, she basically comes up and she like talking her shit. Like, she talking. Like, she basically like, like going off like, what? Yeah, like, like she want to fight. So my granddaddy like, who is that? I'm like, it's her. So he basically told me like, it's like, this story is so pointless. I don't even know. I don't even remember what happened for real. I just know I lost my first job because females were jealous, like very, very jealous. Y'all, I don't even really want to talk about this no more because I don't really know what to talk about. I'm just going to tell you about the girl who stole my Uber Eats. So, because like that story is so pointless and irrelevant, I don't even remember it. Like, okay. So, pretty much, this girl, I used to work with her at Culver's on 35th. And as you guys know, like a year or two ago, probably like 2 years ago, numbers, they are a thing, numbers. She basically was trying to get a number or whatever. And I let her know, like, forgot about the shirt and all that because it was like 2 years later, like a whole 2 years later. And I didn't finesse her, you know. I didn't finesse her. I told her all the steps beforehand, told her how it worked beforehand and everything. She paid the bare minimum of money, you know. So I didn't finesse her. I tried to accommodate her, but she didn't want it because she came to me with all type of negative energy. But honestly, y'all, I forgot about it. So when she picked up my order, it was like literally nothing. Like I didn't think nothing of it. So she picked up, we ordered some, like, I ordered, me and my boyfriend, some like sharks. And she picked it up. It was like some cheese sticks and like 3 wings. So she picked it up and she drove all the way. Like, she drove far as hell to get the food because I ordered it from like sharks that wasn't even in the area because didn't want to eat from the sharks that was in the area. So I definitely ordered from a restaurant that was far, far away. She came all the way there, and I'm looking at the phone. I'm like, my order still ain't, it still ain't say like she left it at the door, because that's the option I usually leave it as. See if she, waiting at the door or something, So I go down there. Food's not at the door. So now I'm looking around, still don't see no bag or anything. So I open the gate, and what do I see? I see a car. So I'm looking, I'm like, bring my food. Like, I'm bringing my food. She said, bitch, and pull off. Just like, that's all you was gonna do? Like, if you had some hate, you held some hate for 2 years, I would at least like threw it in your face, or like open the bag, open the food, and like put it all out in front of your door, so you like, yeah, bitch, cause I felt finessed, but like, you didn't even do that. So I'm called, like, I promise to God, I called her phone. Like, I called her phone back through the Uber Eats app. Like, I'm steady calling back. No response. So I made a status on Facebook. This is how I found out it was about the shirt. Made a status on Facebook because me and my boyfriend was like, you think you just did something, like taking some sharks? Like, we was trying to figure out, I was still trying to figure out the real reason. But, okay, because I'm trying to focus on this makeup and do this at the same time. But anyways, so I'm calling her back. She's not responding. So I tagged her in the status on Facebook. Never responded that night, but when she got up that night, she definitely saw my status, because she tagged me on the status. And we was like pretty much like going back and forth on Facebook, because she was trying to say like I got over or like finessed her with her money. And all honesty, if you looking at this video right now, I want you to know something. Nobody finessed you, love. You just was young and dumb. Like, honestly, like, nobody finessed you. Like, if you want to be honest, you just didn't know how to work your number. I'm just gonna be honest. So, that's the story. I got my Uber Eats, taken by a lame, honestly. This was just like one of the most pointless story times, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people like, why do my eyebrows last? Do my eyebrows last because I like my eyebrows to stand out through my makeup. When I say that, it's because, as you see, I used foundation. I didn't use powder, and you can't even see my, well, I don't know if you could see my real eyebrow hair before, but the powder definitely just, everything definitely just makes them more subtle. So you definitely have to go back in. And I don't like, redoing nothing. So I kind of just like, just do it at the end. Oh, like, honestly, I'm a freehand goat with the eyebrows. Like, I promise you, y'all need to book me or whatever. But I know y'all won't, because y'all still stuck in y'all. As you can see like when I'm brushing the product up or whatever, you can see the effect it gives. It's giving what it's supposed to give. Now with this eyebrow, I definitely do go in the front a little bit, because this, you see, like, I got actual hair right here, but I'm missing hair a little bit in the front there. So yes. What we're gonna do now is, I'm a person who doesn't wear lashes. Before I do lashes, I'm gonna dust this off before I do my lashes. Now, y'all might see me like keep putting my brushes like down. It's because when I do my makeup, I either have a towel or a t-shirt like on my lap, so I can, dust some of the excessive product that's still on the brush. So I don't just keep like playing with product and just mixing a lather. Cause my lips just look crusty. Everything always look crazy, like when putting it together, but I promise you, always turns out beautiful. So we're gonna just take a little bronzing powder, that same brush I just dust off the powder with, I'm just gonna take it, warm my face up a little bit. Or whatever. Giving very much face. So okay. Because if I fix it, but as you can already see the difference. This don't even make the difference. It's actually the setting spray that makes everything like a huge difference. Okay. I'm going with brown lip pencil. When I say my bottom lip so weird. My hardest problem is outlining this fucking lip. Always get something to fan yourself because I hate the whole time. I don't even know if this lighting good or what. Like, dude, I was just like, what I probably finna go do, because right now I'm giving. My lighting probably been off this whole video though. My face is still jarring, so it's just gonna keep getting better and better and better. This is like, what? What? Who fucking with me? Who fucking with me? I'm gonna go take some pictures, y'all. I'm gonna go put some clothes on and take some pictures. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video and my story time.